Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Jackal, book number 1 of Black Dagger Brotherhood, Prison Camp, by J.R. Ward, read by Jim Frangione.
Chapter 1. Western New York State, present day. The whole life as a highway metaphor was so ubiquitous, so overused, so threadbare and torn-patched, that as Nick sat in the passenger side of a 10-year-old station wagon and stared at the moonlit asphalt trail cutting through brush and bramble in western New York State, she wasn't thinking a damn thing about how similar the course of roads and lives could be. You could get sweet-sailing, easy declines of coasting, bad, bumpy rough patches that rattled your teeth, uphill hauls that you thought would never end, bored stretches between far-apart exits. And then there were the obstacles, the ones that came from out of nowhere and carried you so far off your planned trip that you ended up in a completely different place. Some of these, both in the analogy and in fact, had 4 legs and a kid named Bambi. "Watch out!" she yelled as she clapped a hand on the steering wheel and took control. Too late. Over the screeching of tires, the impact was sickeningly soft, the kind of thing that happened when steel hit flesh. And her sister's response was to cover her eyes and tuck in her knees. Not helpful, considering Posey was the one with the access to the brake pedal, but also completely in character. The station wagon, being an inanimate object set into motion, had no brain of its own, but plenty of motivation from the 62 miles an hour they'd been going. As such, the old Volvo went bucking bronco as they left the rural byway, its stiff, cumbersome body heaving into a series of hill and dale dance moves that had nicks hitting her head on the padded roof even though she was belted in. The headlights strobed what was in front of the car, the beams point and shooting in whatever direction and angle the front grille happened to be thrown in. For the most part, there was just a leafy morass of bushes, the green, spongy territory a far better outcome than she would have predicted. That all changed. Like a creature rising out of the depths of a lake, something brown, thick, and vertical was teased in the verdant light show, disappearing and reappearing as the shafts of illumination willied their nilly around.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?